Alright, today we're going to be looking at a realistic STA-80 audio receiver. This is a nice sounding unit. It sounds very warm. I'm going to go ahead and highlight some of the issues with it real quick. I've got some more efficient speakers. I believe this is, I think it's 20 or 30 watts per channel. So be aware, but look at that. You can see it's a really nice blue hue to that AM/FM dial. Let's go ahead and turn it down. With efficient speakers, you won't have any kind of issue with.
We have every other truck that we have available is actually. You
won't have any issue with sound. With larger ones, this is not going to be able to power that too well. So please be aware of that. Let's go ahead and look at some of the problems we've got. First thing first, we've got this issue right here. We've got some veneer issues actually, and that's pretty much all the problems that you're going to have. As you can see, there's a piece of veneer that just kind of is split here. Little hits right here. I'll kind of pull back and see if we can get it clear. And right there. Also some veneer hits here, and in the corner right there. On the top, the only thing that I see are these things right here. It looks like some sort of foot scratch from another unit. And then it kind of seems to go in a little bit onto the aluminum here, and then just some finer marring here. Really isn't actually apparent unless you really look, and possibly that, but that could be just part of the veneer. You also have veneer hits here on the bottom, here at the top, and here on the bottom as well. So the stuff that I can see overtly. You can see it's a relatively clean unit on the inside. Not a lot of dust or anything. I do believe this was probably, not do believe, I know this must have been an indoor unit because there's no dust, or there's not a lot of dust inside, and it was probably protected. As you can see on the back too, everything seems relatively clean, especially for such an old machine. Alright, let's go ahead and listen to the unit. Obviously we got to listen to the radio a little bit. Let's go ahead and pull back. Again, these are smaller speakers, only about, I'm not sure exactly, it doesn't actually tell you what the amperage or wattage is, but my guess is these are probably 8 ohmers. And the watts, I don't know, I couldn't tell you. But they are
288, 58, 51.
They're monitors. We've got a civic emergency right now, so there's not a lot of music going on.
And this week the president.
Intersection.
Famous lazy boy comfort.
As you can hear, everything's kind of talk radio right now because we've got a bunch of icy roads right now here in Alabama.
You work hard. Montgomery Highway south down 94.
So not a lot of music actually going on at all. Not the best choice, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and switch to auxiliary. Again, if you notice over here, we're only at the one part, and we could definitely hear that volume. So with efficient speakers, this is plenty of power. Let's go ahead and listen to a little bit of music here. And let me go ahead and point out auxiliary phono, FM muting, and AM. We've got tape in, stereo, and mono, high filter in for your tape deck, and then loudness in and out. And that also is either for tape deck or just for a little bit of extra bass. I don't know why they included this back then, but they do. And then obviously your power button, your tuner, and then you have left and right channels right here on the right, which is kind of cool. You can kind of shift. But anyways, let's go ahead and listen to a CD real quick. Obviously, we're not going to listen to too much because of copyright issues. That is the realistic STA-80, and you can see this on your local auction site.